players approach such a series. That's why we enjoy the best of fives. However, as it's finals time, it is a best of seven because we like to see the best really come out on top. And we've got two fantastic Zerg players here. Another ZvZ finals.
Yeah,
should be a good one though.
Matchup of BlizzCon was a ZvZ finals too.
Oh, the more you know. The bottom right-hand side of the map, it's soO.
And in the top left, he just played a crazy best of five. It's Armani. Yeah, it was rain or dark in the finals.
Spoilers alert, by the way.
Spoiler alert.
Just going to go back in time and give that spoiler alert. If for somehow you follow StarCraft enough to care about the global finals but haven't heard about who wins it,
yeah,
that's an impressive feat.
I don't know what to tell you, but seriously, 17 years old. He's Italian.
I was scared that Raynor was going to win because I was like, no 17-year-old should have that much money.
Not to mention a 17-year-old Italian. Like, if it was some Korean kid, it would make sense, but what is happening?
Yeah, I mean, Raynor's been playing as long as, like, those Korean pro gamers have, though.
Yeah,
like, he made GM when he was, like, 13 or whatever.
Yeah.
And people were like, this kid's good.
He's really
And then he
good.
was 15, and everyone's like, this kid's really good. He's, like, going to be a pro someday.
Like, I almost worry this was bad for him.
Why do you think that is?
Like, if he doesn't make it to the final two next year, it'll be a disappointment, right?
Yeah, I agree.
That's rough. That is some rough expectations he's got on himself now.
Yeah, I think you're definitely right about that. At the same time, though, making it to the finals has got to be some darn good motivation to try and win the whole thing next year. And he knows that he can beat Cyril, who's the best in the world.
You just have to figure out how to beat Korean Zergs now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was honestly surprised that he beat Trap, though, in the first place. Yeah.
That was impressive.
I don't think I caught all of the series, but definitely impressive that he was able to take down Trap. Like, Trap is a good player. So we've got a mirror matchup, and it is quite a mirror matchup.
It usually is, honestly.
It's ZvZ.
Yeah, I mean, PvP is pretty mirrory, for sure, but Zerg versus Zerg is getting there, too.
Yeah, I feel like PvP has more, like, super crazy out there strats, though, to make up for it.
Yeah, they open fairly similar, but it can get nuts after that. soO's third base is not even being attempted. He's just more... Oh, this is two-base throw Travager here. Why is he walling off?
To not die to a ton of lings?
I know, but what makes him think Armani's gonna do that?
It's ZvZ?
Well, yeah, but...
No, in all seriousness, I do think that anytime you see Zerg go two bases, you may as well have a wall.
It doesn't hurt anything, I guess.
No. soO, though, 16 lings behind this is really interesting. And then a lair.
What? Is he nidusing? He's nidusing.
Oh, what a guy.
That extra gas being taken here. He's sending his lings out just to put some pressure up, but... Is he going to try to cancel that third? He's like, I don't think Armani committed enough to saving that third.
Yeah, it's already bruised from the first couple of lings of soO, but there's banelings out.
Yeah, Armani has enough.
Yeah. And soO just throws up a later third base. He's going to have that quick lair. This is a little bit concerning, though, the Roach Warren timing for Armani. Like, soO is already making roaches. He's already got that +1 on the way. And then his lair is pretty darn close to finishing. That's going to give him a bit of a potential for a nasty timing.
It's looking scary. Armani's lair getting started now, too. Defending with the Banes, defending with Zerglings. Third base for soO is almost going to complete here too, but Glial Reconstitution getting started, +1 missile attack. Just about done now too. So maybe not a Nidus. Maybe we're just looking at a regular old roach timing.
Just a big old amount of roaches.
Feels like it, but his third base was late. I feel like Armani's got the upper hand the longer this goes on. Plus he's up about 15 workers.
Like, Armani hasn't made a single roach yet, though.
That's true.
And you need roaches to stop roaches.
For sure.
En masse,
once
anyway.
the roaches, yeah, once the roaches reach a certain point, for sure. Armani.
Oh.
Hot. Oop, hot. That's bad.
That
7
is
drones
real
down
bad.
is humongous.
Because this could just spur Armani to fire up more drones instead of building the roaches that he's going to need in a second here.
Well, he's doing both.
Yeah, but definitely could have a few more if he didn't lose those drones. And all of a sudden, this has been spotted. And Armani is like, ruh-roh.
That's
Down
not
40
great.
supply in a mirror matchup. How long do you think before Armani GG's out?
About 20 seconds.
Alright, let's start the clock. It's 6:20 now.
Okay. Yeah, it's 78 to 30 army supply.
Okay.
All right, 13 seconds.
All right,
That was
GG.
close. Wow, that was a pretty scary roach timing. Yeah, you just look at that army value. It's pretty close until about 5 minutes, and then soO's just like, 87 roaches go. Valorum says 30 seconds. Well, I was closer than you, Valorum, anyway.
You know, sorry, you were going to say?
Just trying to figure out if those 7 drones really mattered. Like, yeah.
No, he was probably dead anyway.
He was really dead. Like, really dead.
Yeah. Like, it's okay. Okay. Because imagine, it's just the fact that he also committed to Zerglings instead of roaches as his means of defense. Like, if he makes roaches there right away instead of lings, like, sure, soO would have more roaches, but at least Armani would have a few, and the supply wouldn't be so far apart.
And then Defender's Advantage could have kicked in, and maybe he would have been able to survive.
But then when you've got a bunch of lings, you're like, well, these aren't going to help me. It's okay, though. And that's because it's a best of 7.
Exactly. You can drop 1.
Yep. It's Armani in the top left.
And in the bottom right, it's still soO.
It is indeed still soO.
He's here.
He's still playing StarCraft.
Yeah.
Like a good Zerg.
22-second delay right now running from live to your stream.
I guess that is the delay we got.
Yeah.
Yeah, we usually run minimal delay because we've got 4 players.
Yeah.
If it was like an open qualifier or something, which we maybe had like some unknowns coming, we would definitely run a delay or something, because of course you obviously don't know who's playing, or someone potentially stream cheats or anything like that. But seeing as how we've got long-standing professionals, we like to interact with chat with minimal delay, so
It's true. It's nice.
it is. We like to hear what you guys have to say.
And we read it, even when most of it is Korean, like right now.
Yes. We see you.
We do. Doesn't mean we know what you're saying. But we see it.
Yep. We're here for you.
I had a scrappy ZvZ the other day.
Scrappy house, though. We talking like big lings? Big
like
bangs?
I had 3 drones left when I won.
Oh.
It was scrappy.
And we're talking like a long game or something, or was it just like a pull the drone
Just
situation?
Link Bane shenanigans.
Oh man, that is still crazy though.
It was stressful. Really, really stressful.
3 drones is not a lot.
No. But I had him down to 0, so he tapped out.
I think every mirror matchup has its most stressful situation. Like for ZvZ, it's got to be like the Ling Bane, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And then for PvP, it's got to be like Blinkstalker Disruptor.
Oh, Disruptor Tennis. I haven't seen that for a while.
Yeah, it's definitely fallen to the wayside a bit. It still happens, though. And then in TVT, I think it's just like Marine Tank.
Yeah, it's just like, oh crap, your tanks weren't siege up in the right place, you're done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say that's the most stressful part of TVT. I think it's the fact that there's such comeback potential in the matchup, and that you can throw the game at any time. Just by being out of position or something. You're just like, well, I got dropped.
Yeah.
Even though I was ahead for the first 15 minutes of this game or something. Or, well, I made a mistake. Because you always got to be active with your army.
So true. Just, yeah, I think TVT is probably the most you need map awareness for any matchup.
Yeah.
You get punished real bad for just not seeing something.
God gave us sensor towers, though.
That's a good point. You really see sensor towers more in TVT than any other matchup.
Oh, yeah. soO has made a lot of lings, and it looks like he's about to get the 3rd base of Armani right now. There's just not a lot for the red Zerg. Minimal resistance, and soO dives out. Just like that.
Okay, what a snipe. We say that TVT requires the most awareness, and then suddenly Armani loses his 3rd. Yeah, that's a problem for Armani. You need
it's
that
like a big problem.
Yeah.
Because once again, he's just invested in this +1 melee. But having a 3rd is more important than having +1 melee.
You know what's tomorrow, LaughNgamez?
Saturday?
Oh, day after tomorrow. Sunday.
What is on Sunday?
Rick and Morty is back.
Ah.
I'm very excited.
I've watched like the first 3 seasons and I know it was good.
So good.
But I will never keep up with that show. Because waiting... The same goes for any cartoon show. Waiting for like a 20-minute episode to be animated and put out. It's just like, it's just so short. I'd rather wait for it all to come out and then binge it.
That's fair. Well, as far as I know, it's just running all together, so you don't have to wait too long. Just avoid those spoilers. Wow. Those banelings were like, non-aggression pact. You're not exploding on each other. They just walked right through each other.
Yeah, they're just... Oh!
Okay, I was gonna say, soO's banelings do almost nothing there.
Persistence pays off, apparently.
It does, but now this one baneling from Armani is enough to keep soO away.
Oh.
I hate Ling Banelings.
Roaches.
Oh, look, a million roaches. Hey. Oh, Glitter Reconstitution is probably gonna get canceled. Oh, hey.
Do we start the clock?
I don't think there's any need to start the clock. I think we're done.
7 seconds?
Sure, we could say 7. Starting at 6:15. Yeah.
Alright.
Alright.
Well
Surprise
played.
roach timing.
Yeah, soO just has the ability to pull roaches out of his pocket. He's like a magician.
Yeah. He's like, hey,
Except
let me distract
instead
you with
of-
these lings and banelings over here.
Instead of a handkerchief, it's roaches.
Yeah, it's all misdirection, man. You've got the lings and banelings going and just slows you down enough to his roaches show up and...
Well, yeah, I mean, Armani
die.
lost his 3rd.
True.
Just right out the gate, so it's a bad
Hard to
time.
come back from that against soO. Hard to make it come back. Ooh, Home Story is going to be on the new patch. That'll be good.
It usually is. It works out pretty well. The Winter Home Story Cup after BlizzCon.
Truth. Home Story is a weird one because so many players just don't really take it all that seriously.
Yeah.
Leads to some really strange results, but
Yeah, it's an
last year
interesting
Cyril was like,
event.
I'm taking it.
Yeah, well, he's Cyril. He takes pretty much any event he goes to, unless he loses to Raynor in his ZvZ.
Yeah. That's the crazy thing. It's like the one kryptonite that Cyril has is Raynor. But then Raynor's not like able to beat everybody else in the world. It's just Cyril that he's got this magic power against.
Exactly. Like Raynor can lose to anybody, but Cyril can just lose to Raynor.
Yeah, it doesn't make, and it's like a Pokemon thing or something. It's crazy.
So what you're saying is that like Cyril's water type and Raynor is Pikachu?
Something like that, yeah.
But I wholeheartedly agree.
Like, Cyril didn't lose to anyone to that point. And then he loses 4 maps to Raynor. And then Raynor's dropping maps to Trap, and he lost a couple games earlier.
Exactly. If we re-roll that BlizzCon 100 more times, Cyril makes it to the finals a lot more than Raynor does.
Yeah, for sure.
In my opinion.
I mean, what confuses me the most... I guess we'll introduce the players real quick.
All right. Spawning in the bottom right-hand side of the map, it is Armani.
And spawning in the top left, it's soO.
Okay, let's hear it. What was your bit?
Game 4, Raynor goes Ultralisks and gets smacked around. He goes Mutalisks and Ultras, and Cyril beats him pretty straight up.
Yeah, he does the Raynor thing.
Yeah, and then in Game 5, Cyril's like, you know what I'm going to beat you with? Mutalisks and Ultras. I'm like, wait, what? Why, though? Why would you not just do the standard Hydra, Lurker, Viper that everybody does, that you're really good with? He just kept making Ultras as the Lurker count for Raynor kept getting higher. It made no sense at all. None. I will never understand that Game 5.
Yeah.
End of days.
Cyril's usually pretty immune to making silly mistakes in throwing, more so than any other pro gamer, but he does still do it every now and then.
Especially against Raynor.
Especially against Raynor.
Yeah. Like, that's the thing. Raynor played really well in that game.
He does.
I'm not taking anything away from him. But for reals, though, Cyril just had a brain fart. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know why he thought Ultras was a good idea at all.
I couldn't tell you. I'm not a Zerg. I'm not Cyril.
I'm never going to get over this, because I bet on that series.
Oh, man. That's right.
Not money, but it was...
Moral points?
It was, yeah. It was embarrassment points.
Yeah, I just don't bet on players, like, in my mind or anything. Like, it's just because StarCraft 2 out of any game, the players are the most inconsistent you can imagine. And even Cyril, who has been a breath of fresh air because he's been so consistent at a good level.
Yeah.
It's been really refreshing having him, but even him lately has been starting to lose when you think he'd just win. Only to Raynor, though.
It's his kryptonite, man. HK Gaming in chat. What's up, HK Gaming? Welcome to the stream.
Welcome.
Oh, he commented on my video that I put up about this. Did I miss it? He said 3 minutes ago, but he made it. It's not over yet, guy. We still have more soO to go.
Yep, could be some more roaches in the making.
I mean, I think soO gets bored. It's like, roaches are easy.
Maybe.
Let's go Ultralisk Rod.
I was talking to Cyril the other day. And, well, he said you should build some Ultralisks.
Sarah said Ultras are really good in ZvZ, so...
But he didn't. That's the funny thing. Even Cyril on Twitter was like, that was dumb. Never again.
Yeah, which, yeah. I liked Cyril's tweet where he was like, hey, I see everybody's casting me versus Alpha Star Blues. Knock it off. It was funny.
Yeah, I don't know how Cyril lost to Alpha Star 4 out of 5 games.
I want to find those replays.
They didn't let people take them, unfortunately.
Who's been casting it then?
Those are replays from the Alpha Star ladder. It was at the Blizzard.
I know. Who has the replays then? Because he's annoyed that people have been casting it.
Well, they've been talking about it or watching it, like, because someone recorded it with a phone.
He said cast though. Did he mean that?
I think he meant that because I asked and the replays weren't available.
Okay, fair enough. Hey, look, third base is alive. Oh gosh, soO, easy there.
But I honestly think that they must have turned like the Alpha Star difficulty up or something. Because from the games that I've cast from ladder,
Alpha Star's kind of dumb.
Yeah, it's not beating Cyril, and he even laughed at it on Twitter a few months ago.
Yeah,
about his Terran, and then he goes and loses 4 times. But I mean, he didn't have his own peripherals or anything like that, so
it's true.
I don't know, but still, I feel like Cyril's pretty darn good.
Yeah. Well, so that PVZ that I cast where I didn't know about Burrow. The opening was dumb. Like, it forgot its second pylon and got supply blocked in the opening. Like, in the first minute and a half. I was like, what?
It's got nothing mapped out.
Yeah.
It just seems to play on, like, a skeleton of how a human would play, but then wrong. But not perfect.
Which is so strange.
Like, you'd think, like, a GM has cleaner execution.
Yeah, you'd think the openings would be perfect at least. But no.
Where it gets, like, its ability to win, I don't know.
Well, that's the thing. When like the mana versus Alpha Stars a few months ago, it was a lot cleaner. That was
because
scarier.
it had unlimited micro.
Oh, that's the trick. They did handicap it then.
Yeah. It basically only views player cam now.
Right. But still, the micro seems worse.
Well, yeah, that's because it's got like an APM limit or something.
All right, that would do it.
But then still, like, the decision-making doesn't require APM.
It sure doesn't. Understanding what Burrow is and how to deal with it does not require... Like, it just... You saw the game. He kept trying to push into these defensive lurker positions, being like, what? What is this? It was so sad.
If you guys are wondering about what we're talking about, the game is on either Falcon's YouTube channel or my own, so make sure to check that out. Self-plug.
It's Alpha Star versus... named master player for some reason.
I believe mine is called Alpha Star Won't Build Observers.
Even better. I was really surprised because I didn't watch it before I cast it.
No,
I loaded it up and I was like, wait, what? What is happening? This is so strange. Is this really Alpha Star?
There is nothing worse as a StarCraft 2 caster than casting a game in which you already know what happens.
It's true. I'm with you. Hey, look.
So boring.
soO's got a Nidus network.
He does. Armani is making roaches. And there's a Nidus popping up.
And mutas. Did you mean mutas?
Yeah, he's making mutas, pardon me.
Okay.
He could stop this Nidus potentially, though. It's gonna be close. Can a queen get out? Roaches get out, but no, not enough. A great stop.
Dead roaches. Why did he unload?
Look at this, too. Armani in position to stop the next Nidus. Oh, this is real good.
Yeah, Armani's shutting this down pretty easily.
Now,
mutas are out. All right, remember how mutas mean you lose ZvZs? Let's see if it counts here.
It's tough to say. There's another Nidus starting, this one farther back.
The
thing is, you can literally never stop all the Nidus positions.
True.
Because vision is a cheap resource in StarCraft 2.
Oh my god.
There's the queens.
It is.
Oh, the transfuse is not done in time, though. And only 2 queens got out.
Oh my gosh, all the queens are dead. Now the roaches just have to go for it. They're on a timer because the mutas are going to start
whittling them. They're just waddling. Waddle. They can maybe get the 4th base or something. I mean, there's 2 sections of roaches.
I gotta say, I'm shocked soO committed with any of these roaches. They are all in so much trouble right now.
Even if he just ran home, though, like, he'd be in a bad spot. But there's spines on the high ground, so yeah, he's not getting anything more than this 4th base. These roaches are donezo.
Yeah, all the roaches are dead.
I like the choice for Burrow after this from... Okay, I want to see soO bring 2 drones through this.
Do it.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
And there's like 16 mutas, so you need a ton of queens to deal with this, and there's only 6 out for soO. It's not enough. He's got to transition. He's like, darn it, I was trying to speedrun this series, and now all of a sudden, I'm trapped on 3 bases versus Armani, who's got mutas, who's playing with them pretty darn well, and making sure that the Nidases are all getting shut down.
It's trying to speedrun this. I did
As
some
I say that,
shenanigans
though,
in Game 3.
we could potentially be having another Nidus get up.
That one's getting up. There's not enough Armani in
Oh, the
distance
Nidus
here.
network, though!
Oh, gosh.
Oh!
All right.
The worm
So
gets canceled, everything dies! Oh, Armani with the 2,000 IQ. He sniped the Nidus.
Somebody did that in the global finals.
Oh my
I can't remember who it
gosh.
was. That was great. I can't believe he sniped the Nidus network. And he got the worm.
Oh, well played by Armani.
I didn't think he could get the worm, but he
Not a
totally did.
chance.
What a loss. Wow. This is good stuff, man. Armani
Wow.
developing some more respect for this guy.
He is a good Zerg. He's on the up and up. Acropolis will be the next map.
All right. Again, it still kind of feels like soO was messing around in that game a little bit, or a lot of it.
Yeah, why didn't he have more queens?
Yeah. He knew the mutas were out.
The fact that, I mean, we can't blame him for, like, spotting, for not foreseeing the muta into Nidus snipe play, though, right? Like, that's just
Pretty
not
much.
something that happens.
No.
Oh, well done by Armani. All of a sudden, breathing life into this series.
Oh, Armani has a former name too.
Does he?
Yeah. It was Burning. Which,
Burning.
I don't know if I like that one as much as Vampire.
All right.
Armani. Whatever happened to Myungshik? Where'd that guy go?
He went to play Overwatch, and then I think
Oh,
he
he
came back to
did.
SC2 for a week, and then he retired.
Fantastic.
Yeah, he, I think when Pro League fell apart, he ran out of there pretty quick.
Does that guy have a build named after him?
A Bill?
A build.
If he did, it was a cheesy one.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe like
I'm gonna
Mass
Google
Stalkers or something?
this. No, I don't think you can get a build of Mass Stalkers named after you. Maybe. Hold on.
I don't know. Yeah, Google it. I mean, Myunsik was one of the most frustrating Protoss to watch. In early Legacy of the Void, he was a big, like, abuser of things. I was like, huh, look at that. Anyway, here we are, in the bottom right-hand side of the map. His units just got trapped underground and died. It's soO.
And the top left, he was looking pretty dead, but he's back alive now. It's Armani.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2-1 is way better than 3-0 in a best of 7. So much better.
Oh, infinity times better.
Can't find anything about this, but I swear there was a build in early Legacy like this, the Myungshik build.
Maybe just something the casters called it?
Maybe. I did like his Phoenix, but I don't think that qualifies.
Was it Adepts?
I'm not seeing anything about that.
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe somebody in chat knows. Maybe I'm making stuff up.
You know who
Sometimes that
I
happens.
you know who I compare Myunsik to in the StarCraft
No.
2 scene? Gung Fu Banda.
Oh, okay.
Gung Fu Banda and Myunsik, both really good Protoss players. They can be a little bit they could be a little bit aggressive and cheesy, and they both have taken like hiatuses from the game, or didn't seem to be like 100% committed in a sense.
Yeah.
And then they were still really good at it.
Right.
So it was just always cool to see what they were going to bring out. And also really frustrating to watch because you'd be like, this guy, he just comes and just destroys my favorite players. Kind of like Gung Fu Banda, who had taken like a notable hiatus, and now he's back and he's taken series off pros who've not left or anything like that.
Very true. A little frustrating. All right, Sue. What do we see here today, guy? Oh, Armani won with Mutas. Mutas aren't a death wish anymore. Just Ultras.
Huh.
I've decided.
Yeah, well, I mean, lurkers are really good.
If your opponent's going Nidus, go Mutalisk and then snipe their Nidus network. And
Yep.
then win.
You heard it here first.
It's a step 3 process, but it's fairly simple.
Now, here's a question.
3-step.
Our lurkers are really quick these days. Are they faster than Ultralisks on creep?
Oh.
Like, if a lurker unburrows and starts running away, is it
Yeah.
quicker than an Ultralisk?
Now I have to look this up. Ultralisk speed is...
Because if that is actually the case, why on earth would you ever build Ultralisks?
You shouldn't. So
In a ZvZ.
speed on creep is 5.33.
For an Ultra?
5.37 for an Ultra.
Okay.
Yep. And then a lurker speed on creep is a 5.37.
They're the same.
Yeah.
That is silly.
But then lurkers get a speed upgrade. Does that apply on creep?
By the way, Armani's the one making lings this time.
Sue, you need that third base for things. All right. Why is he engaging with those broodlings?
I don't know. Maybe because he wants to keep this going. I think this is a little bit of experience showing between
Just
Armani
go
and
home.
Sue.
You
Sue, in a previous game, killed Armani's third. He went home. Armani decided to keep the attack going. He lost lings to broodlings, and then he lost more lings to banelings and queens and other lings.
Yeah, that's what happened. How much does adaptive talons increase their movement speed? I'm not seeing this in Liquipedia.
It does, right?
Yeah, it says
I
it
know
does,
it
but it doesn't say
changes
how
their
much it
burrow
is.
and unburrow.
Yeah, a lot. But it also increases their movement. It says that in the tooltip. It increases in their movement speed.
That's the
But it doesn't
frustrating
say how
thing
much.
about Legacy, about StarCraft 2 in 2019. Trying to look up like any specific fact is really, really tough to do. Because
Yeah.
you Google it, and then you get a BattleNet post from 2007
Yeah.
or something.
And it's like 7 patches ago.
Yeah, you're like, well, that does not help at all.
No.
Thank gosh we have Liquipedia. Because imagine if we just had to rely on like hearsay for like, oh, so-and-so won a tournament this years ago. It's like, no, he didn't. Yes, he did. No, he didn't. I don't remember that.
Yeah, Liquipedia is a huge, important resource, but without question. So, speed 413 plus 0.413,
Hey, Falcon.
which is funny. Yeah?
Armani's making roaches. And he's going to go for an
Yes.
attack. Sue
And
is
Sue's getting a spire.
droning like a madman going into a spire.
Ah.
But
Armani's
I
got a
feel like
window.
Armani doesn't have that much compared to Sue right now. Like, Sue is making more roaches. He's getting up spines.
Yeah, he's not neglecting roaches for his spire.
So he's got more drones, the same amount of supply. How did this work?
ZvZ is a black box of
I
mystery
don't
to me.
understand. There's a lot of banelings here. Oh, that one baneling for Sue tries to find the connection, but it doesn't. This is actually a lot of Zerg crashing forward for Armani. The spine crawler actually, one of them goes down, the other's still alive. Is this actually going to be a break, or will Sue hold?
Defender's advantage kicking in here for Sue.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be okay.
Yeah, lings are rallying across for Armani, but Sue also has the +1, so that's really going to help him out in this situation. He may want to pull a few drones to help, and he is going to do exactly that, and Sue holds. GG.
There you go.
That was bizarre.
It was. Sometimes there are just games where your opponent has a better economy and a bigger army than you, and it's like, I don't know how that...
Mm-hmm.
Aki says, anybody can export the unit building stat database from the StarCraft 2 editor.
That sounds like a lot of work.
It does. So what I'm seeing here is Lurker speed is 413 with a plus 0.413 in parentheses, which I think is probably adaptive talons.
Yeah, that must be it.
So
or is that on creep?
No, because it says on creep. It also has speed on creep.
Okay, so yeah, that must be adaptive talents.
Yeah. So speed on creep is another 0.5 speed. So like takes it from 5.3 on creep to 5.8 on creep.
Okay.
Anyway, the point is, don't make ultras. That's where we've landed. Yeah, they just could not engage into lurkers in any circumstance at all.
When there's like a few lurkers, but the problem is there's never just a few lurkers.
There's never like 3 lurkers. It's always
because Zerg is like, oh, my opponent's making ultras. I'm just gonna make more lurkers.
Yeah, Raynor at the end of the game had like 29. It was really stupid.
I'm almost glad I didn't watch that now.
It was such a frustrating game because Raynor's just like, well, make more lurkers, I guess. There's nothing else for me to do. And then Cyril just never tech switched at all. I'm like, maybe it was too late. Maybe he could not keep up, but man, making more ultras was not the right choice.
All right. Yeah. I don't know. We can't be salty about BlizzCon. We're going to get a patch and then everything's going to get turned on its head.
Mm-hmm.
And people will be drawing conclusions even before the first tournament has started.
Oh yeah, they're making conclusions now.
And then Blizzard will probably give us like one revision patch. And something will be left debatably broken. And then we'll have to wait till BlizzCon is over for 2020. And then it'll get tweaked.
I think your predictions are accurate.
Okay. All right. Here we are. Up in the top left-hand side of the map. It's Armani. Can he killed a Nidus worm once. He can pick up another map. I believe in him.
I believe. In the bottom right, he's looking pretty scary today. It's soO.
Yeah, soO is always scary. It's good to see him show up.
Yeah, I love this guy. Especially after he got his major win.
He still hasn't won a Code S, though.
Well, okay, but how many active players have won a Code S?
I want to say a solid 4th of them.
25%?
Yeah. Okay, no. Because a lot of players have retired. Okay, there's 32 players in Code S out of the last season. Off the top of my head, I want to say 8 of them have won a Code S.
Okay, it's a bigger number than I expected.
Out of 32, I bet 8 of them have won it. I don't know if you want to go to the lengths to fact check me. I think that's a lot of work, but...
It would be a lot of work. I'm trying to find an easy list.
Think about it. You got guys like Dark, Maru, Stats.
For sure. Rogue. Classic done it?
Classic has done it way back.
Innovation.
Dream. Did he win one? No, he didn't. Maybe some of the old Terrans.
Innovation?
Innovation, definitely, yeah.
Dude, Innovation's Wikipedia page is like a Bible. It is super long. Anyway, GSL. Oh yeah, Season 3 Code S 2017. Season 3 Code S 2015. Season 3 Code S 2014.
Because he's won like 3 or 4, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's insanely good.
4, including GSL versus the World, I want to say, right?
He did win a GSL versus the World, yeah.
And then people were like, does that count? In my books, I say no.
No.
It
Still pretty
definitely
good.
doesn't, because it's like invites.
Yeah.
And the one, okay, I gotta remember to make a post about this on Reddit or something. Begging Blizzard, assuming that we get the same WCS as next year, can we please have it so that for GSL versus the world, every single match is a foreigner seeded versus a Korean?
I don't see why that'd be hard to do.
They call it GSL versus the world, but then they'd randomly seed like Special versus, I want to say, Rainer against each other. And it's like, why? It's GSL versus the world. In the first one, I was like, okay, sure. I get that they want to have it so that there's a foreigner at least in the round of 8 or whatever. But that's a guarantee at this point with how good the foreigners have got. So yeah, I want to see that next year. That's my wish.
Try to make it happen for you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, who's going to win this one based on what we're seeing? Let's see.
soO is the slightly roachier Zerg, with his Roach Warren approximately 9 seconds ahead of Armani's.
He also has a worker lead of 46 to 44.
He does.
His +1 missile attack is also slightly ahead of Armani's. I think soO's in a great position here, first 4.5 minutes. Oh, I did like the Overlord speed from Armani early. Oh, they're
And
both
from soO.
Yeah, never mind. We're good. Worker counts. I mean, this is really, really mirror here right now.
This is mirror.
Yeah, mirror on the wall. Who's the zergiest of them all? Barely looking like soO
I think
right
True.
now, but
True's the zergiest of them
True's the zergiest zerg?
He makes all the lings.
It's true. I know I said this last time, but Cyril used to be that.
He did.
Cyril
and then
was
he
basically...
learned that the best way to play Zerg is to defend. And then he spent years in a hole practicing the style.
He did.
And then once he got to the level in which he was like 99% effective at defending everything, everyone's like, oh, this guy's getting really good. He's going to start winning things. And then he got 99.9% effective at defending everything. And then he won everything.
Except for BlizzCon this year.
Except for BlizzCon this year.
Because he has one kryptonite in the form of a 17-year-old Italian kid. Which is insane, anyway. I'm gonna...
What sort of timeline are we in? We got a 20-year-old Finnish kid? Or man, I guess.
21?
Duking it out against
22?
a 17-year-old...
Italian. Region lock worked, man. I was really skeptical when they did it, but I think it's working.
I think so too. Whether it was the region lock itself or just the fact that Kespa fell apart,
right?
I will let you decide, or whoever's watching.
It's too hard to separate those two things out.
It is. Because think about it. Imagine if there was like a quicker transition for Kespa declining.
Right.
Because all the pros, they were just like shell-shocked. They were living on their own for like the first time in years.
Yeah, just didn't know what to do.
Baneling drop kills off 5 of soO's drones. Nice move from Armani.
It's alright. God, just thinking back, Cyril and sort of were indistinguishable from each other. They were the same person. They were the same Zerg style. And then Cyril just rocketed it up. And sort of's kind of just still the same dude.
He's a good Zerg.
Yeah.
And he's like, I felt if he was going to have like his breakout, it would have been like a year or two ago. Because sort of was like a champion in the past, like IPL or something, I want to say.
Was he?
Yeah, he won a big tournament in the past.
To Liquipedia.
It was in like 2011 or something. So he's in a sense already had his big break. But it's not even just like Sort of and Cyril. You get like Sort of, Zanster, Namchar. Literally the 3 Swedes.
And a laser.
And oh, I'd say a laser's a little bit above those 3.
Yeah. But I'm just saying 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, definitely true.
They were all pretty much in the same boat.
Well, Laser had his big success initially on like the high drilling Bane,
Yeah.
and then that kind of got nerfed in a sense, and he fell off a bit, whereas Serral rose because Serral didn't focus on that.
So I'm looking at Sorta's Wikipedia page.
Uh-huh.
I don't see any first place finishes in Premier tournaments.
He must have had like a second or a third, right? In some.
He got tied for third place in DreamHack Valencia in 2016.
Anyway, soO has made all the roaches again, by the way.
Oh, hey, look, it's all the roaches.
There are mutas out for Armani, but they are not helping out in this fight. The upgrades are tied, but this is a lot of Zerg for soO. The mutas for, I think, oh no, those were soO's mutas? Yeah, they were soO's, pardon me. Okay, never mind. I think soO is just about to win it 4-1 with a big old roach attack. GG!
Welcome to ZvZ, everybody.
Welcome to ZvZ.
I was hoping one of those games would get into the late game Lurker Hydra Viper style, but soO is not interested.
Roaches. He just says roaches and is able to win Afreeca World. So, well played to soO, able to take it. Congrats to Armani making it to the finals, taking down Bunny 3-2, showing a reverse sweep, actually. And,
yeah, against a really good Terran player, too. That was impressive.
Armani definitely on the up and up. And, of course, also thanks to everyone for tuning on in. It's fun doing these Afreeca Worlds. And, yeah. Good games, as always.
Yeah, I'm impressed with Armani. He took a map off of soO. He looked really good against Bunny. I'm definitely looking forward to more from this kid. A team should really pick him up.
Yeah, definitely. I'm surprised. I bet it's in the works because he was on a team up until pretty recently, I want to say. Like Black Knight Gaming, I want to say. So he hasn't been teamless too long. But yeah, if you happen to run a StarCraft 2 team, pick him up. He's looking pretty darn good. I expect to see him in Code S next season again. And,
yeah, for sure.
Do you have anything else to add?
That's it. And just as always, you can find us on YouTube or on Twitter. Just search our names, faces there, and a lot of StarCraft content. A lot of StarCraft content. So we are on many different places. Just find us and follow, and you won't be disappointed.
Yeah, thanks so much to everyone for tuning on in. I hope you have enjoyed this coverage of Afreeca World. Big thanks to Afreeca TV for sponsoring these events as always. It is an absolute pleasure to be able to keep doing these after so long. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.
HK Gaming wants me to ask you if you've seen Letterkenny.
I have not seen Letterkenny.
I love Letterkenny. That's all.
I know it's got an actor in it that I like, so I'd like to watch it at some point, but I'll keep it in mind. I'll add it on my list of 1,000,000 movies to watch.
I know. The list is too long.
All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Bye. Bye-bye.